Beloved, 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 how you doing? How you feeling? How you healing? How's it going today, my friend? How are we doing? I'm gonna bring in you. I'm gonna bring in you. What type of Spanglish is that? I'm gonna bring in you. I sound like I'm talking like a 3-year-old. I'm gonna bring in you card reading today. An oracle card reading. The Burning Love Heart. The Burning Heart Love Oracle. What do you need to know today? You see, the energy is just so light. The energy is bubbly. The energy is joy. The energy is inner child. Inner child. That's what the energy is. Inner child love. This person that is coming in, and I don't even know what the cards say. I'm channeling this right now. This person that's coming in is going to ignite your inner child. You're going to ignite their inner child. So whatever the cards say, know that if this person is not here already, when this person comes in, they are just going to make you laugh 24/7, 365. You are both going to laugh, laugh, and laugh, and laugh some more. Trust me on that one. You're going to laugh so much. You're going to have so much fun. Both of your inner childs are going to be so happy. And you are just literally going to be doing shit that you were doing when you were kids. Or you saw other children doing, and you're going to be doing it. That's how much fun you're going to have. And people are going to look at you and this will say, child, these big ass adults behaving like little children. Yes, and what? And if you don't have children, your other children are going to be looking at you and be like, oh my gosh, these adults are crazy. Let's join in. Or your own children will be like, what the hell? You know what? These adults are mad. I'm going back into my device. Or let's join in. That's the energy that's coming through. That's the energy that's coming through. That's the energy that's coming through. But let's see what the cards are saying right now. Let's see what the cards are saying right now. So that is like the energy of the spirit, yeah, that's coming through, like the 5D energy that's coming through. So we are going to kind of like bring that down now, clunk, into the 3D realm, boom, and see what's the 3D realm saying for this energy, you know, with this energy, for this connection. Wow. So the first thing that caught my eye was, I'm caught up in a karmic relationship. So your person, whether it be masculine or feminine, they're caught up in a karmic relationship, beloved, which is why maybe they haven't come into you yet, you know? But if they have come into you, then maybe the delay for them to come in was the fact that they were caught up in a karmic relationship. Maybe they were closing out this relationship, you know? Maybe they remained in that relationship because they didn't think that they deserved you, because you were too much for them. Not too much, but like you were just too divine for them. And they thought that it might be better to stay in a karmic relationship whereby they didn't laugh, they didn't have fun. Angel numbers 333 as I'm saying this. They literally were just miserable, tired, drained, energy levels zapped 24/7, 365, because that's what the karmic energy does. It's a low vibrational energy. It takes out energy, you know, but hey ho. But now they're realizing that actually that you are actually who they need, that you are who they want. And this card is saying, I was selfish and stuck in my ego. Well, that's fine. You know, we all get stuck in our egos sometimes. And for them to remain in a karmic relationship longer than they're supposed to, it would suggest that they've got some ego issues and some fear issues as well. But look, I need to tell you the truth. So if they haven't done so already, they're definitely going to come in and tell you the truth about what's happening. They'll reach out to you in some way, shape or form. And I've just seen, whoa, literally, I just saw a Knight of Swords just go through my energy, like my eyes here. Knight of Swords. They're rushing in. They are charging in, bold and courageous. They're like, fuck this shit. I can't do with this karmic relationship anymore. It is literally killing me. Yeah, I've learned my lessons. I'm learning my lessons. I've served my karma, but I can't do this anymore. I need to get out. Angel numbers 6666 and angel numbers 9999. And this card says, I really do care, even though I don't show it. Yeah. Well, they're not showing it because I think they probably still feel a little bit like they need to close out the karmic cycle with grace and dignity and ashe. They're not going to be a see about it. You know what I mean? If you know the word, you know the word. What I'm talking about, it's a 4-letter word, begins with C, ends with T. Yes, you get it? They're not going to be a see about it. They want to do it with grace and dignity because they weren't raised by wolves. They were raised. Spirit is saying raised by angels. Okay. They weren't raised by wolves. They were raised by angels. They ain't got nothing against wolves, but they weren't raised out in a jungle. They were nurturedly raised. They were nurtured and raised correctly. So they're going to do it right. And the timing when they come in will be the right timing for this relationship, this connection. Angel numbers 555. And look, I'm telling you, look, I'm ready to take my mask off. Yeah. Communication is coming in. I've just seen 8 of Swords as well. Communication is coming in. Communication is coming in because they are ready to take their mask off. They've learnt their lessons. They've dropped the low self-worth. They're just like, I'm ready now. I'm ready like Freddie, whoever Freddie is. Who's Freddie? I'm ready like Freddie. And this is saying they will never compare to you. Well, absolutely not. You can't compare a karmic to a divine connection. There's no comparison, my friend. So of course they're not going to compare to you. But you may have stepped into this karmic relationship because you were up in your ego and you just thought, well, actually, this person is too good for me. I'm not worthy of them. Their energy is just so strong, so powerful. It makes me feel great, but actually it's just too much, eh? It's just too much. Because look, the card at the bottom of the deck says, you tame my demons. So whatever you did, angel numbers 444, whatever you did tamed the energy of your connection's demons. When I say demons, it might have been fear, anxiety, low self-worth, self-sabotage, depression, whatever. Maybe they may have had a couple of entities and attachments, whatever. But they've realized that actually, they've realized the way, the truth, and the light from Spirit. Spirit has shown them what and who you are, beloved. And this card says, I keep hoping to bump into you everywhere they go. Yeah, they do. But the most easiest thing to do, which is actually the most simplest thing and the most hardest thing to do, especially if you're caught up in your head, is to allow the communication to flow through you. And if you have the person's number, maybe send them a message. If you have the person's email, send them an email. If you, maybe they're an acquaintance or an associate or whatever, try and meet them somehow through a gathering or something, just so that you can open up the communication pathway. The more you remain locked in, oh, well, actually, I don't know if this person is worthy. I'm ready to unmask, but actually I don't know how to approach, or, I really do care for you, but I just need to show you. That's the easiest thing to do. But I say the raw we have to work through our triggers and our shadows that arise. And the final card is, look, I want to treat you the way you deserve. Exactly. They absolutely adore you. They're absolutely infatuated by you. And they had to go through this karmic relationship to learn their lessons. But they're ready to come towards you now. When they come towards you, I don't know that. Only you know that, and Spirit knows that. And everything's all about divine timing. But when they do, I feel like they're going to tell you the truth. They're going to tell you the truth because they want to unmask and they want to show you. And look at that as we end. Your energy, beloved, is intoxicating and pulling them in.